Hi Sag, this is Teresa. Welcome to March. This is Teresa from Tarot by Tia. And before I start your reading, I want to tell you about what's coming up this month. So we have a new moon in Pisces on March 2nd. On March 7th, Venus and Mars move into Aquarius. On March 18th, there's a full moon in Virgo. And on March 20th, the sun moves into Aries for the spring equinox and the new astrological year. So before we get into that, let's see what Sag needs to know about love and relationships. What do the cards say? So, what do the cards say for Sag for March 2022? What does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships for March 2022? What does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships for March 2022? What does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships for March 2022? Okay, let's see what we get. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Death card, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Wow, things are looking good. The Strength card, the World, the Knight of Wands, and the card at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you're starting the month out. You've got the warrior energy, Ace of Swords, and it's crossed by the Ace of Wands. Like you're ready for action. It could be that there's like something new is beginning that's bringing you a lot of excitement, and you're really excited to start. It could be a new relationship, a new career project, but you have three aces in this reading, so there's new beginnings. There's like the energy of new beginnings, and especially the Ace of Wands, that relates to spring, March, April, May as a time card. So I feel like there could be not only a new job or new beginning, but also new love. You have the Ace of Cups here. So with the Ace of Swords energy, that's about, you have a new way of thinking. All the aces are about new beginnings, but depending on the element, it tells you what the new beginning is about. So the Ace of Swords relates to thoughts and ideas and thinking. So you're seeing things from a new perspective in your relationships. And you're deciding, you know what, I'm going to take action. I am going to take charge. I'm ready for action. My warrior energy has been activated. So you're not going to settle for less in relationships. You're not going to put up with things that you might have put up with in the past. You're ready to do battle for what you want and what you need. And with the Ace of Wands, this is about planting seeds. You're excited. You're planting a new seed. This is like a new cycle coming in, and especially that it's spring. We're in the spring in the northern hemisphere. But it's not just spring, it's also that we're coming to the equinox energy this month. So it's like there's powerful energies around newness, a new cycle. And you're ready for it. You have the Ace of Wands, that's enthusiasm. It could be a new relationship, because I see the Three of Swords is in the past and the Four of Swords. So you might have ended a relationship, because this is a card of heartache and separation, where you're cutting out what's no longer serving you. And the Four of Swords energy is about taking time out to heal. So you might have been kind of pulling back from socializing because you were healing from a loss or a heartache. And you have this Queen of Swords energy. You could have been dealing with someone that was an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this could also have been your energy, where while you were going through this heartache, you kind of built up walls around your heart. You were being like, well, I'm independent. I don't need anybody. I can take care of myself. And because you've been hurt in the past, you might have had this this protective wall around you, like no one can get close. You have to be, you have to really let me, like I have to really know who you are before I open my heart again. I have to know that I'll be safe before I become vulnerable to love. But I feel like that energy is passing. That might have been you in the past, but you're coming up to a period of, with this death card, this is like transformation. And then the Ten of Cups follows it, which is awesome. So the death card is about realizing that a cycle in your life is over. So it could be, some people, it could be a relationship, it could be a career path, a job, even just people, you're just moving, you're realizing I have to release the past. I have to let go. I have to mourn my losses, my heartaches, my hurt. I can't keep dwelling on the pain. I can't keep dwelling on the past. So if there was a relationship that ended and you just can't get over it, you're coming into the future energy with, I'm ready to release. I'm ready to let go and accept that what happened, I can't change it. I'm going to release it. I'm going to bless it. I'm going to forgive it. If there was someone you need to forgive them, and bless them, and take whatever lessons that you were taught through this experience and move into the future. Because with the death card is about clearing things out so that you're making room for new energy to come in. Because if you keep, it's like having a basement or your garage. If you have all this junk in the garage, you can't bring anything new in. You have to clear it out. Clear out the old. Get rid of all the old things that are no longer working, that are things that are broken or things that have no use anymore, so you could bring in new energy. And this new energy is coming. You have this Ten of Cups. You're moving into a time of, the Ten of Cups is like love. There could be a new love coming this summer even. I feel like the Ace of Wands energy, that could be career related. So there could be some new beginnings in career starting in the spring. But by the summer, there's the potential for a really beautiful partnership. The Ten of Cups is pure love. It's feeling that someone, like feeling loved, feeling valued, feeling appreciated. So whatever you went through in the past, that energy, release it. Let it go. Don't dwell on it, because what's coming up is going to be beautiful. You have the Ace of Cups, but it's in your fear sector. So there is the potential for new love, for a new relationship. Either a new relationship or a new beginning in an old relationship. So if you've had some kind of heartache, for some people might just have decided to end a relationship. But some people might have gone through a difficult time in a relationship, and now's the time for healing. And releasing the past. Like, don't dwell on the past. Don't bring up past arguments, past insults, past, pain. Like if someone did something and you keep bringing it up in an argument, like let it go. And focus on healing. Focus on new. Let's have a new beginning, a new way of loving, a new way of feeling, a new way of thinking. I mean, this is all three aces is like major energy coming in. New cycle, new beginnings. And the Ten of Cups is like one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. And you also have the other one, the World, where everything is coming together. And the World is in your wish fulfillment. So if you're changing jobs, you're coming into a job that you're going to love. And you're going to say, why did I wait so long to make this change? Because I'm doing work that I really love, that really speaks to me. You're going to be so happy. If you're going to be like, this is like living in a state of grace, existing in a state of grace. It also represents the end of a cycle and moving up to another level. So whatever you've completed in the past, it's over. And if there was heartache, like you have all these swords in the past, the heartache is over. Now you're moving into a new cycle of fulfillment is what I'm feeling, and love, and feeling loved, and feeling accepted, and feeling happy. Ten of Cups, you can't get happier than a Ten of Cups, because it's not just physical, it's pure love. It's like really being with people that get you, that you love them, you love being in their company, you love the work that you're doing, you can meet the partner of your dreams. Everything's just coming together. Now, in your environment, you have the Strength card. This is a card of healing, controlling the beast within, or managing, because the lion represents our passions, our uncontrollable, the reactive nature. This could have been, you could have been dealing with a partner that had some anger issues, or emotional problems, insecurities, where they didn't really love, they didn't love themselves, and so they destroyed their relationships. When sometimes you love someone, and no matter how much you love them, they're just self-destructive. It's like they're programmed to self-destruct. No matter how much you love them, you can't help them. But you might have been in a relationship where you were trying to help and heal someone, and it just wasn't working. The other way that this card could represent is learning yourself how not to be reactive. So when someone pushes your buttons or something happens in your life, you don't fly off the handle. You don't get overly emotional. You don't go to extremes of emotion, either extreme negativity or extreme positivity. You kind of find the balance, learning how to tame your volatile emotions, learning how not to react in anger when something happens, learning to be calm and like, okay, let's deal with it in a rational way. Sometimes this card comes up when you need counseling, or someone in your life, in your environment, needs counseling. So if it's a relationship, it could be that through counseling you can have a new beginning. This person could learn to control their emotions better, and you can have a better relationship with that person. It could help if a relationship is having some, rocky times. But it's a tricky card because, the person you're dealing with, the lion can sometimes bite. And you can get hurt by the lion because they can devour you. But if you're treating them with kindness and love, it kind of calms the beast within. So you're learning how to so someone is learning how to get their needs met without reacting without roaring, without making a big scene, without getting angry. Some people feel like the only way I can be heard is if I'm screaming. So if this is not you, it could be someone that you're dealing with that really could use some counseling, and it really could help the situation. But you have the World here. So the World is, I feel like that whatever was really bothering you or stressing you is coming to an end. If you were spending a lot of time dealing with someone who is out of control, that situation is ending, and now you're moving into a new cycle of, a new beginning. Love. This could be like creating a home or a family where there's a lot of harmony and love and support. And the Knight of Wands energy is about adventure. You're on a new adventure. It could be a change of job. It could be a change of residence. Sometimes the Knight of Wands can mean moving to a new location. Definitely, there's like all these new energies. It's not just love. It's everything. It's like a whole new cycle of life is starting. If this represents a person, the Knight of Wands could be someone who's very fun and exciting. Someone, they may not be that reliable. They may, be someone that sweeps in and makes a lot of promises but doesn't always keep them, doesn't follow through, but they're a lot of fun when they're around. So you could attract someone like that, a free spirit. But I think it could also mean that you're just ready for adventure. You're the one who's the free spirit this time. So if in the past you were really looking for stability and security, now you're like, I want something else. I want to be free of all, of sorrow, free of, I've been through the mill. I don't want to deal with anything that's heavy. I just want to have fun. I just want to have a new beginning. I want to feel excited. I want to have that spark of inspiration. If someone was killing your joy, draining your energy, this is all ending. You're leaving that in the past. You're ending a cycle that was stressing you, because the Four of Swords is, you're like weak. It's like, I need a rest. I've been through the mill. There could have been someone with harsh energy around you that made you feel inadequate or made you feel just drained. But you're coming into this positive energy, this new cycle coming in. I have to say, it could be a new job and a new romance, a new relationship, or a new beginning in an existing relationship, a new way of loving. So it's in your negative sector, your negative thinking sector. So you might be feeling like doubtful about it, like, oh, I don't think this is going to happen for me. Don't kill it. Don't kill the energy with negative thinking. Because if you dwell on the negative, that's what you're going to attract. So, we're in this time in the world where the energies of our thoughts are creating our reality at a faster pace. So it's really important that you control your thoughts and you keep your energy up and you keep your energy positive. If you can do that, you're going to attract beautiful things. But if you dwell on the past and you dwell on the sorrow, you're going to just keep repeating that pattern, and you don't want that. You want to move into this new energy. It's waiting to be born. I mean, it's happening now because you have this ace. These two aces are in the present. It's now. Now's the time to fight for what you want. Now's the time to go after what you want, to get excited about life again, and to renew your hope in love, your belief. You can have a beautiful, loving relationship. You can have a new life that brings you greater fulfillment. So don't kill it. Don't be the Queen of Swords where you're like, stay away, don't come near me, pushing people out of the way. Embrace the love that's coming because it's there for you. And it's going to be, when you get there, when you're in that place of accepting, like you have to be in a state of receiving. When you accept that, okay, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive this love. I'm ready to receive this new energy coming in. You're going to feel like you're existing in a state of grace with the world. The world is like everything coming together. So let's see what the angel cards have to say to you. What message from the angels do you need to hear for March? Okay, what does Sagittarius need to know? Divine timing. Okay. Messing up the cards here. Okay, divine timing. Pay attention to doors that are opening and shutting for you right now. Walk through doors that open and learn from the doors that shut. Your prayers are being answered. There's no doubt about that. However, everything operates according to the universal laws of divine timing. This means that certain pieces of the puzzle must first fall into place so that other parts can come to fruition. If you try to skip or rush certain pieces or parts, the whole plan will lack a solid foundation. Don't try to force any doors open that appear to be closed. Instead, ask your angels for guidance to see if the door closed because of negative expectations or if it's simply a sign of divine timing. Look for other doors that do open and walk through them with faith and gratitude. So yeah, doors are opening for you. Close the ones that don't work. Stop banging your head on a closed door and walk through the doors that are welcoming you with love and joy, because that's in your future for this month and the coming month. I don't think it's just this month. I think it's going to be from now through the summer. So let's look at the astrology now. So you have a new moon in your 4th house with Jupiter and Neptune, and it's Neptune. I mean, it's not a conjunction yet, but it will be next month. But Jupiter and the new moon are sextiling Uranus in your 6th house. So the new moon is a new beginning in your home and family life. So you could be having a new start in family. Maybe you're moving to a new home, or you're creating new relationships with your family. The 6th house of Uranus is like unexpected developments around work. So that could be like the new job coming in. Uranus is kind of like shaking up because the 6th house is work, your day-to-day duties on the job, not necessarily your career path, but more your work environment. So it's been kind of unstable with Uranus and Taurus in your 6th house, but it's also bringing you opportunity because now Jupiter is forming a sextile aspect to Uranus. And when that happens, when Jupiter and Uranus come into a positive aspect, it can mean unexpected opportunity. It comes out of the blue. And that's so you may get an unexpected job offer or a new opportunity to move to a new location to create a happier home for yourself. Jupiter, if you do purchase a house during this period or move to a new location, it will be bigger and brighter and more expansive. You'll have more room. So you could be moving from a small apartment or a small place to a bigger place where you could spread out and not feel so confined. It represents opportunity, sudden opportunity. So grasp it. In your third house, you have Mercury and Saturn coming together. So you could be signing a contract. Saturn represents responsibility. Saturn also represents, doing the work. Mercury represents your thinking, writing, and Mercury in the third house. You could be focused on communication, writing. You could be connecting with a company. Saturn, that's very corporate. It has very strict policies. It's been around for a long time. The third house also represents relatives, siblings, brother, sister, aunt, uncle. So you may feel that they are a kind of a burden at this time because Saturn represents responsibility, heavy responsibility. So your relationships with them feel very heavy, like you have to take charge in some way or they're depending on you in some way. So you may have some difficult conversations with them. You may have to set some boundaries. In your second house, you have Venus, Mars, and Pluto. So your financial situation is transforming in a good way. Especially since all these planets, Venus, Mars, and Pluto, are trining the North Node in the 6th. So the North Node is telling you you have to make changes in the work that you do to bring in greater abundance, to step into your power, to do work that you really feel you're destined to do. It's part of your path, your karmic path, because the nodes are very karmic. But since it's a trine, it's positive. Now there could be with Mars and Pluto, you're doing something very passionate. It's Mars you can have like arguments over money, or you have to like really fight for what you want. Venus brings money when it moves into your second house. But Venus and Mars conjunct Pluto, it can mean there's power struggles, manipulation. So you want to avoid that. Avoid having any kind of power struggle over money with like a powerful figure, an authority figure, or like sometimes Pluto in a Capricorn could represent a boss, someone who's in a position of power. So if that's you, don't be the bully. If you're working for someone, you may have to tread carefully with that person because they hold the purse strings. But it also means coming into your own power, learning to realize what you're worth. It enhances your self-esteem, so you're transforming at a deep level in what you will accept from the world. Like if you're not being paid enough, you're going to go out and get what you deserve. You're going to fight for what you really need. You're not going to settle for less. If you're not, you're going to fight for the love that you need, and you can have it. I feel like you're transforming on a major level. Where you're feeling more secure within yourself. You're feeling like, yes, I am worthy of love. Yes, I am worthy of being paid more. I'm worthy of taking action. And I'm going to take action. Because Mars is about the warrior energy. I'm going to take action. If I'm not making enough, if I'm not being loved, I'm going to end a relationship that's not working. I'm going to end a job that's not paying me or valuing me. And I'm going to transform on a deep level, find a situation that's going to give me what I deserve. And you can do it. You've got an opportunity is knocking, so answer. So then we have the full moon in Virgo, and that's happening in your, 10th house. Okay, so here we go. The full moon on the 18th. By the 18th, this is all completing. The moon in the 10th and the sun in the 4th house, so that's your family, home and family, and career. The 10th house is your public life, your life direction. You're going to realize a lot of things are going to come to completion around this time. You're going to see the truth about a lot of things. You're going to realize, what you need to do. This full moon is going to trine Pluto, and it's going to trine the North Node. So something is coming to fruition around a career, financial, and home. Everything is coming together. Matters of home, matters of career, matters of money. So you're probably going to make more money. If you're moving into a new job, it's going to bring abundance. And power. You might be stepping into a role where you're wielding more power. You have more influence. Let's see. Venus and Mars is in the 3rd house. It's going to be squaring Uranus in the 6th house. So the only thing that I could see here is the work that you're doing may interfere with your relationship with your sibling. Like there might be some tension because you're going to be busy with this new path, and there could be some conflicts at home or with siblings that might interfere with what you're trying to do with your career. One thing you want to be careful of is taking care of your health. Don't let stress get to you. Recharge if you need to. Take time out. But really, right now at this full moon, your 4th house is being stimulated with, you have a bunch of planets going through your 4th house. That's family. That's roots. Putting down roots, dealing with family issues, dealing with home issues. Where is my home? Where do I belong? What about what do I need? So people might be moving into your home, moving out of your home. You have the sun there, you have Mercury, you have Jupiter and Neptune all in the home. Now, when Jupiter and Neptune come together in the 4th house, that could bring, you could be manifesting a dream, so you could find the perfect place to live. Your home will become like your sanctuary. At the same time, Mercury is sextiling Uranus, so there could be some, you might be signing a contract, you might be working from home even, because Mercury's in the 4th house and it's aspecting Uranus in the 6th house. So there's going to be a lot of activity going on between your job and your home. One thing that's good about Uranus is it's getting you out of a rut. So if you were in a job that was kind of stagnating and you felt bored or you felt restricted in some way, Uranus is blasting you out. It's like the freedom. It's the Uranus is the freedom fighter. He's breaking you out of jail and moving you into something that's more authentic to who you are, so that you could do work where you have more freedom, and you have you can move. You're not like feeling as restricted. So this all looks good. And let's see, when the sun moves into Aries on the 20th, it's going to be trining your sun. So that's really good too. Let's see, what's that going to be? That's going to be in your 5th house. So that's when you can really feel like you're on a new creative path. Mars in your 5th, the sun in your 5th could bring romance. Your focus might be on creative projects. You're going to be feeling more creative. You're going to feel like expressing yourself. And if you have any children, that should improve your relationships with children too. You have like a new cycle starting with a child, if you have children, or if not, a creative project that you're really excited about and it really speaks to who you are. And you might even get recognition for the creative work that you're doing. And if that doesn't fit, then it could be a romance, because the 5th house is romance, fun, children, creativity. It's what I call the fun house. So you're coming into a period where you're going to really be enjoying life. So leave your sorrows in the past, embrace change, let go of what needs to be let go of. Release the past, release the old cycle. Don't cling to the old, because the new is going to be so much better. So this is my forecast, Sag. I'm really excited for you because I wish this was my chart. No, and this is my reading. Anyway, enjoy March. I mean, this is going to be great. You're like the whole world is opening up to you. So it's going to be a blessing. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonates with you, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, leave a comment. I love reading all the comments. If you want a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and we can get you on the schedule. And what else do I want to say? Thank you all for supporting this channel through likes, through comments, through subscribing, through ordering readings. I've been enjoying. I really like people and working with people, and I really enjoy meeting everyone. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the videos. And so have a wonderful March. Look forward to these new exciting beginnings, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.